Hello, welcome back to the woods and welcome back to a video about this, the Olight WARRIOR 3. I know, another review of another flashlight. When they contacted me I was like, oh, really? And what I said was send it over, I'll have a look, and I think it's of genuine interest to you guys out there, then I'll review it. So they sent it over and actually I think it might be. So we'll start off with the packaging. Comes in a super duper box, very good quality as you would expect from Olight. Opening it up, which is always the interesting bit, you got this little plate in the front which just tells you about the charging and what things you need to do before you actually make it operate. We then open up the packaging. Inside you've got your user manual, you've got your torch, you've also got your magnetic charging cable. So the actual pouch itself, it's not bad quality, it's not Cordura, it's some sort of texturized nylon. It's got a little single-handed opening fastening on the front, which literally you just press it and it comes open, and it's got a little retaining strap on the front. Turning it round, on the back you've got a hanging loop, you've also got a fixed belt loop, and you also have one of these little Mole compatible straps with a press stud at the bottom, so you can put it onto a tack type vest. Opening it up, we come to the torch itself. So what you are getting is a small tactical flashlight which can throw out up to 2,300 lumens. It's rechargeable, and it recharges through this little button at the end, and you just click the magnetic charging cap onto that. It's got the standard Olight multi-directional clip so that you can fit it to your pocket, tip up or tip down. With the smaller ones, I find they also clip quite well onto the peak of a ball cap. This one is a little bit heavy to do that. Moving forward on it, you also have this switch here, and that's what makes this different. It has an operation switch there, which has two modes, high power and turbo, and you then have this one here which operates and cycles through your other four modes, which is a Firefly, a low power, a medium power and a high power. Also on this button, on one side is your battery level indicator, and you press it and it lights up. You'll get a row of little lights come up on one side, and those four little lights tell you what the power is doing. On the other side you've got another four little lights which tells you which mode you're in, whether you're in Firefly, whether you're in low, whether you're in medium or high. It has one other mode as well, and that's the tactical side of it. Well, if you press this button 3 times rapidly, it goes to strobe, and that is really quite blinding and debilitating. So a good, excellent little package. In use, well, the different levels is very easy to cycle through. It's an excellent little torch to use. It's incredibly powerful, 2,300 lumens in its turbo mode. It goes to the other end of the scale as well, which is about, I think it's 5 lumens for your Firefly mode. In that state it will run, I think it's for 55 days, something mad. Obviously in the 2,300 lumen mode, the turbo mode, its runtime is an awful lot shorter. The actual beam that it puts out, it's fairly narrow. It's very good for pinpointing particular areas. It's not a big wide beam at all. It's very, very concentrated. It does throw a good distance. They say about 300 meters, and I'm inclined to believe them. I've tried it quite a bit out after dark in the last few days, and it does throw a very, very good distance. So cost wise, well, these are, I think, $119.95. If you go for the different color jobs, if you go for a desert one and an orange one, it adds an extra £10 to the cost, which you are paying for quality, as always, with Olight. They have got a deal going on this Friday. It starts on, I think it's 8 AM on the 25th, and it runs through to 1 minute to midnight on the 30th. And you can buy these, I think it's 45% off, which brings them down to about £78 each, which is still quite a lot of money. However, as with all things Olight, it's very, very good quality. So the burning question is, would I recommend this for all you budding bushcrafters out there? And the simple answer is no. This isn't your classic outdoor torch. This is a dedicated law enforcement tactical type torch. Yes, I could use it out in the woods, but as I pointed out, it doesn't clip particularly well to my cap because it's that little bit too heavy. This is quite aggressive, which means I've got to carry it in a belt pouch rather than in my pocket. This is aimed at your law enforcement market. However, this, I think, would fit most people's bill if you were to have this in your bedside table at home for when you get that bump in the night downstairs, because you could go downstairs to investigate with this, and what you've got is a very, very powerful light which illuminates any room and blinds anybody that's in that room. If they decide to come lurching towards you, well, you can switch it to strobe mode, and as I said, it's very, very debilitating. You've also got this very beveled crown on the top for if things get really, really nasty. So if you're not a person that has a home defense shotgun or a Glock in your bedside table, which for most of us in the UK, that's everyone, then this might make a little bit of sense to have to hand for just in case you hear that bump in the night downstairs. So if you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, then hit that thumbs up button, and of course go over and visit the Olight store, see what deals they've got. I'll put a little link in the description box down below. Also down there you will find a Linktree box which takes you to all things Greencraft. Over there is my merch shop. There's also my Etsy shop, the Greencraft shop, where you can buy the patches, both the woven and the leather, and there's other bits that come in there from time to time as well, so keep your eye on the shop. You guys who are regulars will know the sort of stuff that's in there. There's also a link to my Instagram and my Facebook pages over there if you want to give me a follow over there. I think that's everything. I've been Neil, and until next time, stay safe.